let me introduce my project SmartBet built at Eth Denver on Salmon and Mantle. So SmartBet is a governance tool that helps DAOs spread information to their members. So there are two things you can do with SmartBet. The first thing is you can spread information to your members, like for example proposals, because proposals are like the core of DAOs, and it's very hard to get everyone to read them. Your users can get free items in exchange for reading the proposals while interacting with other members and playing together. And then the next thing is important community updates. So basically, it's very important to have your users up to date with what's happening in the ecosystem of the DAO. And then the second thing that's very interesting about SmartBet is that you can customize your game. So there are three members of the SmartBet smart contract. One is the state, and this defines the current state of a game. Whether you use random numbers or whether you decide to hide it, everything happens just here. And then there is the moves. So the moves is what each player submits to the smart contract in each turn. This is a turn by turn game, so every person has a turn and it will come one after the other, so they cannot submit at the same time. And then there is game engines, and the game engine is like there's the logic of the game, and decides who is the winner, and also decides whether a move is allowed. And you can customize your game. For example, the struct move has a move data which is bytes, and you can actually customize this. In this POC, proof of concept, that we built, we have a tuple of uints. And then you can customize your game engine. Basically, there is an interface that we built, and you can just import the interface and define your own logic. And then some other use cases for this would be like card games. I mean, some other types of games that you can build, like card games, board games, or anything that suits the logic of a SmartBet, which is one turn per each person, and then one after the other, until someone calls the end game, and then the winner is decided, and the items are rewarded to this winner. And then what's next is upgradable game engine. So basically, you can define your logic for each of the games. Currently, I have the logic just for the whole SmartBet smart contract, but you can. It's very simple to let the user define which engine they want to use for each of the games that they open. So also you can have some predefined games, some predefined logics, and we can create a dev template for people to build their own game, and of course reward them if they do so. And last one is generating V3 smart contracts and having them audited and all this. So I want to talk about the flow of the game. So basically, DAOs can create a game by calling SmartBet smart contract. They can provide an ERC 1155, which is a reward that they will be given to their users. And these items, they can use them later in their inventory. And the proposal, which is stored in IPFS, but before that it's passed through OpenAI, and it's gonna give a summary so that the users have a better way of understanding this proposal. And then the SmartBet, they will create the game on the smart contract, and any user can go and just open a session. When they open a session, they will be in a waiting room until the second user goes and joins this session. And when the session is joined by the two users, then the game can start. And the flow is like the one user has to submit a move, and then the smart contract will check through the game engine, following the logic, if this is a valid move or not. And then if it's valid move, then it's gonna be submitted, and then there will be a proposal paragraph that's gonna be split for the user so that they can read while waiting for the next user to submit the move. This happens, it's like some iterations until one user calls the end of the game. Like this can be whatever thing, like just call end game. I will show later what does the end game means in our POC, but basically the game is like a request to the game engine that he has to decide the winner of the game. And at that moment, the 1155s, the items are gonna be minted to this user, and they can use them in their inventory in some